know when you need to know it, man. Just wanted to tap in with the people going live real quick. You know, talk about let's talk about Drake. First of all, subscribe, share, like this video. If you haven't already, subscribe, share, like. It costs you nothing to tap that button, man. Charles E's doing it for the people. Let's talk a little bit about Drake, y'all. We all know Drake just dropped another project. You know, he kind of did it quick, spontaneous. Uh, I forget the name of that shit. Got the song Passion Fruit. What's the name of that shit again? Man, listen. It's called Honestly. It's called something honestly, man. Pardon me. Anyway, but we wanna talk about Drake, man. Is Drake good or bad for hip hop, man? Now, he come under scrutiny. Joe Button, some other guys just hardcore hip hop fans, you know, they a little bit iffy on what Drake been doing. You feel me? They think he like maybe what too poppish. Uh, fuck it. Let's just say it. Maybe too soft. Not really rooted in the streets enough. You know, hip hop is like synonymous with the streets. You know, like even coming up with hip hop being in his younger stages, it was synonymous with the streets. Even now, hip hop was synonymous with the streets. Back then, hip hop was predicated on realness. You had to be real. What you spit, it had to be you that's writing it. Another thing I want to talk about. Back then, the realness was really, it was predicated on what you was writing. You wrote it. And it started evolving. It started evolving into what you was writing. You you somehow lived it. They had this thing called Studio Gangster. Now it's like, yo, if you ain't squeezing the trigger or nothing, you not real. You feel me? Which I think is bullshit. But hey, like I said, hip hop was predicated in the streets, and Drake, since day one, Drake been getting a lot of flack about, really not being this street guy. You know, hip hop's kings, they like you to be rooted in the streets. You feel me? You need some type of dirt on you, some type of something on you to let the people know, yo, he is one of us. And people early on, even now, people ain't seen that in Drake. And also, along with people not seeing that, people seen that Drake sometimes he cater a lot to the women. He liked to sing, which back in the day, or LL, he had a great song for the ladies. And LL, he made a great career off maybe catering to the ladies, but rapping. L never sung or nothing. You feel me? I think Drake might get some flack far as he wasn't rooted in the streets. See, LL, he came through them streets. His foundation and his basis was with the streets. He was running with Bimby and other notable gangsters that was part of crews that's in New York City's gangsterism. You feel me? But is Drake good or bad for hip hop? I like Drake from the standpoint, I thought he was a breath of fresh air. I thought he was something different. I thought when we got Drake rapping, we got bars. I thought he was pushing, and I still think he pushing artists to focus on their bars, man. He in some way, somehow, he had people back looking out for bars. I thought that about Wayne also. I thought that about Lil Wayne. Wayne, he had a little flack, but his work ethic just really took him over the top, man. But I thought Wayne also, which that's, Drake came in up under Wayne, Cash Money and all that. I thought Wayne also made niggas check for lyrics, but I just wanted to get on here. Like I said, I heard some elder statesmen in hip hop. They they wasn't too happy with where hip hop was going, and they think Drake might be the cause of that. Joe Budden, he always had a voice in hip hop. A nigga pioneered through the roof with the podcast and streaming and all that. So I just had to check in with my people. What do y'all think? Is Drake good or bad for hip hop? Hey, when we get him rapping, he one of the best. But like I said, it's backlash because he ain't been dipped in that street element. When you like your favorites to come through, your GOATs, your top five, your top three, you like them to have some type of street element to them, some type of street juice on them, man. You want to see it, you want to feel it. Some people say just like the pastors in the pulpit, they like their pastors to have a certain amount of dirt in their background so they can really relate to the people who's coming to them to get a good cleansing. Well, it's the same thing in hip hop, man. And I want to hear from y'all. I want y'all to get in my comments, holler at me. Is Drake good or bad for hip hop? What you think about this latest joint for him? A lot of house music on it. It's something different. It's like some dancey type shit. What you think, man? The last few years, last 2 to 3 years, I've been hearing people saying Drake is losing his edge, this and that. You feel me? I even heard academics who cut nobody no slack. He was kind of walking on eggshells for Drake for critiquing Drake's latest album, man. I've never heard Act do this. Act, pull your dress down, man. Give us a good critique about Drake's latest album. We don't want to hear, he taking chances. He's allowed a bad album. He been so consistent. Academics. You supposed to be one of the kings of this, of the media, king academics. Give us a real critique on what you think about Drake, man. Y'all get in my comments. Let me know what you think, man. Is Drake good or bad for hip hop? Charles E's, everything you need to know when you need to know it. Subscribe, share, like. Peace.